Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and the self-serving quote-unquote Republican congressman who this past weekend called for the impeachment of President Trump, yeah, he was back at it again yesterday. So we're talking about Michigan's Justin Amash. Amash last Saturday joined plenty of congressional Democrats in saying that President Trump has engaged in some sort of impeachable activity. Fast forward then to yesterday, where Amash goes on Twitter and has this series of tweets claiming, and Trump obstructed justice here, and Trump obstructed justice here, and Trump obstructed justice here, and so on and so on and so on, claiming that each one demonstrated an impeachable offense. All right, I hate to go debunking what Mr. Amash did, because it looks like he spent a lot of time on this. He was clearly really involved in this, and I don't want to make it all for naught, but I'm gonna anyways, because you see, what happened here with all these different things that Justin Amash was claiming on Twitter, all these things that he claimed constituted obstruction of justice, not a single one of them met the definition as to what constitutes an obstruction of justice. I mean, all Amash did, he was actually kind of plagiarizing, is he went through the Mueller report and started listing off the 10 instances of potential, keyword potential, obstruction of justice that Mueller and his team of fellow Trump-hating lefties investigated as part of the recent special counsel probe. But keep in mind, these were potential instances of obstruction of justice. At no point in time did Mueller and his team say that Trump actually did obstruct justice. They never said there was any conclusion reached that there was obstruction. In fact, the conclusion that ended up being reached based on the findings of the Mueller investigation is that Trump did not obstruct justice. And to anyone that doesn't have their partisan lefty blinders on, that's abundantly clear. Because take a look at the things that are listed as potential instances of obstruction of justice in the Mueller report. The same things that Justin Amash was listing off on his Twitter account yesterday. These things do not constitute obstruction. When you have a law-abiding American citizen using their free speech rights to defend themselves publicly against baseless investigations, that does not constitute obstruction of justice. When you have a duly elected president of the United States using powers granted to him by the voters of the American Electoral College so he could fulfill the duties of the presidency, that does not constitute obstruction of justice. Yet these are the kind of things that all of these people making accusations against Trump are trying to claim constitute obstruction of justice. And keep in mind that this entire matter, it all started with this baseless Mueller investigation and all these other baseless investigations into Trump, where we were told that the whole goal of the thing was to see if Donald Trump colluded with the Russians leading up to the 2016 election. Nobody is even talking about alleged collusion anymore because every single investigation into the matter, including the Mueller investigation, have come back and said that there is no evidence of Trump-Russia collusion because it didn't happen, clearly. But now all these people are claiming, oh, but let's see if we can get Trump on obstruction. Let me lay this out a little bit more simply for you. You have all of these anti-Trump folks going out there and saying that they want Trump to be taken down for obstruction of justice, even though the things that they're saying constitute obstruction of justice don't legally constitute obstruction of justice, not even close. And all of this is stemming from an investigation that was totally baseless in the first place. They want Trump taken down for an alleged process crime that would have stemmed from an investigation that was totally meritless from the start and never had any reason to be launched. I mean, this is how far down the rabbit hole all these anti-Trump folks are in trying to take down the man. I mean, if they had anything on him, they wouldn't be resorting to make such a stupid, foolish, senseless argument. But that is exactly what they're doing because they have nothing on this man. They hate him, they want him removed from office, but they have no legitimate grounds to remove him from office because the man's done nothing wrong. So you know what would be nice? Instead of continuing to make stupid arguments and make themselves look like even bigger fools, it would be nice if Justin Amash and all of these other anti-Trump folks would just admit the thing they don't want to admit, but that is so abundantly clear, and they should admit if they want to be reasonable individuals in our society, and that is that President Trump is an innocent man. And that's all the time that we have for today and for this week. Have the best of Memorial Day weekends. We're back Monday with a best of edition. of The John Muir Show from 9 to 11 a.m. Back live with The John Muir Show on Tuesday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.